DeFi is a great way to earn passive income in the crypto space, but during 2022, we saw a lot of outages and bankruptcies and hacks that resulted in millions of dollars being lost. So recently, I've been doing a lot of research into new DeFi platforms, one that are more secure and a little bit more safe with your funds, and I came across this platform called GrizzlyFi. So GrizzlyFi, ultimately, it caught my eye because of buying and selling cryptos is always nice, but there's still a lot of speculation. And what GrizzlyFi does is ultimately they build an ecosystem that combines all relevant DeFi areas to easily earn money despite market conditions. Whether markets are going up or down, this platform has come up with a unique solution to this. So the core aspect of GrizzlyFi is pretty simple. It's let others speculate on prices, buy and sell, worry about market volatility, while people on GrizzlyFi can simply earn money from the transaction fees that they pay. So the team started GrizzlyFi ultimately where you can earn money with liquidity mining, and just days ago, and a couple weeks ago now, launched a lending and borrowing platform where you can take a loan with 0% interest and earn money on their own stablecoin pegged to the Swiss franc, which we'll go over in a minute, which is also really, really interesting because the Swiss franc is one of the most secure, most well-known currencies in the world, known for being extremely secure. So this was something that I found pretty interesting. So let's talk about it. First thing is that GrizzlyFi, the team is fully doxed. They have several well-known partners and advisors, and they have a lot of people who are really well-known in the crypto space, which you can see right here. But 2 months ago, Grizzly actually launched in August and broke the record for the biggest launch ever on the BNB chain. And this was something that is completely unique because not only did they have an extremely successful launch, but the biggest launch was $6 million before this. And their launch was over $26 million. They raised that amount in 72 hours, which is completely just unusual and unheard of, especially during the height of the bear market. And because of this, we saw Binance founder CZ congratulate them on Twitter. We saw a lot of major names really credit them for what they had done. So in that short period of time, they had a very successful launch. They've been listed on a number of major exchanges like MEXC, Gate.io, and you could see them even on the DeFi section on crypto.com. So all of this has been very exciting since they launched. So there's still a lot more that we could talk about, but those are the most important things. Other than that, in terms of the platform and overall, they have a TVL of over $55 million. They have over 300,000 tokens freezed from the community. It's almost half of the whole supply, and that's pretty unheard of and just crazy because it shows you how much the community really loves this project, is involved in it, and how much they believe in everything they're doing, from their stablecoin to their liquidity mining to how they handle people's funds. So all of this is crucial moving forward. So those are the key things about GrizzlyFi. Next thing I want to go over are going to be some of the specific features of GrizzlyFi. First is going to be the DeFi franc. DeFi franc, there's been a lot happening in the stablecoin sector throughout 2022. A lot of issues, a lot of bankruptcies. We've seen like UST completely depegged from the dollar. People lost their life savings because of it. So there's been a lot of scare and fear in the stablecoin sector. So recently, what they did is that they actually developed one themselves. The team at GrizzlyFi, they came up with a pretty interesting solution for both problems. The two problems are that they came up with a fully decentralized and over-collateralized stablecoin pegged to the historically most stable currency in the world, which is the Swiss franc. So that is how they have solved some of the issues. This means that basically they solved the dollar problem and created a stablecoin which is always over collateralized, which became a big issue during the massive stablecoin scare a few months back. It's not going to lose its peg. And if you look on DeFi franc and you look at the website, you can see it is over collateralized by over 180%. You can see that to Ethereum, to Bitcoin. You can see that all right there. And if you look a little bit deeper into the platform, you can see 187% total collateralization ratio to ETH, and same with basically WBTC. It is completely over collateralized. So this is all very, very important. You could see all the aspects of that right there. Next thing is going to be with this DeFi with this stablecoin. You could see that a couple of important things with it are that you can deposit your WBTC or your ETH to take out a loan in DCHF tokens, and then you can deposit those into the stability pool and earn high yields from getting rewards and liquidated people. So that is all ways that you could profit. Next thing I want to go over is going to be ultimately what you can do with leverage. Now that you've seen a little bit about the overall platform at GrizzlyFi, what is going on with their stablecoin that they created, and why it is pretty secure considering everything that has gone on as of recently. They've addressed all the problems in terms of the depegging from the dollar problem, the collateralization problem. They solved all of that. But now when you're talking about leverage, there's a few things that are really important here. GrizzlyFi is able to offer very risk neutral leveraging on stablecoin liquidity mining with the help of their two platforms that we just talked about. So if you invest through GrizzlyFi, you'll be able to make, for example, like 30 or 40% on a stablecoin liquidity pool, while other platforms you can only make around 10%. And this works because essentially GrizzlyFi allows you to work with other people's money. You're able to benefit because of that. It's not that you're just using your money. The whole platform is able to profit because of this. You basically take the LP tokens from Grizzly's Ethereum version, which will go live in a few weeks. You give this to the DCHF platform as collateral, and this loan will then also be invested, and the LP tokens will be again taken again as collateral. This happens over and over again, and this process ultimately profits more, but it isn't dangerous because this LP token is not changing in price because of the security of the DCHF token, how it's over collateralized, how it's pegged to the Swiss franc. That is how they're able to ultimately get significantly higher returns than other platforms. Last couple things I want to go over is just going to be in general with the platform. So ultimately with GrizzlyFi, you can earn money on the BNB chain version of GrizzlyFi by doing liquidity mining and stablecoins, or you can earn money on the DeFi Frank platform with taking out a loan with 0% interest and stake it to the stability pool, and soon they'll combine both of these in another platform which will be coming out in a few weeks. And this, in my opinion, this feature will ultimately separate GrizzlyFi from the entire market more so than it already does with their insane rates, their like really secure platform, and their strong community, because it's going to bring crazy volume to the protocol, which will benefit the GHNY token holder. Ultimately, the GHNY tokens can definitely gain more and more traction because of these features. So check out the GHNY token, check out the GrizzlyFi platform in general, and let me know your thoughts. I'm going to put everything in the description, but I think this platform really has some big potential.